okay? I mean, the NBA Finals is here. My man Doggy is in the house. JJ Redick got on a nice suit. I mean, with the tie and everything. I don't know what the hell is going on. What is going on, JJ?
I'm just trying to step my game up to y'all's level. That's all. That's all.
To that level?
That's all. You know, it's
to that level.
It's Mad Dog Wednesday. I'm wearing a tie.
To that level. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to get into. Don't miss it. First Takes in the house with the crew. You know what time it is.
Let's go.
Bro.
After blowing a 3-0 series lead, the Heat stopped the Celtics in Boston.
We didn't achieve our goal. We didn't win.
It was his first year. We got to the conference finals game 7.
I do think this group potentially has reached its ceiling.
We let the whole city down. Talking about what you could have, you should have done, right? You know,
A lot of that is on me, so, I just got to take it on the chin.
It's time to break up the duo.
There's a guy by the name of Damian Lillard in Portland. I wouldn't mind getting somebody like him, who's a closer, by the way.
When we were down 3-0, the thing was, how do we want to be defined? I thought they showed a lot of character by even getting to this point.
I mean, there's a lot happening. You know I love Wednesdays. First of all, we got Stephen A in studio, always a good thing. JJ in a pop of color. I don't even know who you are right now. Look very handsome. Mad Dog.
Pleasure.
You know I look forward to every Wednesday.
I know you do.
Because I get
you're
to
my
see
fan.
my guy.
And how about
I
him
am
here
your
for a
fan.
How about him here for a change? No
I
waking up with coffee and a donut out there in that dopey LA studio. He's in New York today, big guy.
I'm in the house, by the way. Fix your tie just a little bit there.
Tie,
The Black Widow. What's going on, you? How you doing?
I dyed
Oh,
my
what's
hair.
going on? JJ,
I need a
very
change.
pleased. I'm very pleased. The tie, that's not bad, brother. Not bad. You stepping up. You stepping up. You getting
All right, I talked to you guys yesterday, Mad Dog. I haven't gotten your thoughts on the Celtics. I'll give you the first take.
Something has to be done with the Celtics, all right? You're not going to fire Mazzulla. He probably saved himself with those 3 wins there at the end of the series when he were down 3-0, down 9 in Game 4. They came back, showed a little life. But that performance there the other night where they were awful, all right? He hurt his foot in the first play. Still, that was a very bad performance by them, and I think something needs to be done to shake it up a little bit. Finals last year, they lost. This year, they can't get back to the final. 2 years ago, the Nets beat them. They lost to Cleveland the 1 year. If it was me, I'm not giving Jaylen Brown $300 million. So that is the change I would make. I would change it a little bit. Somebody to replace him. I know that. I'm not naive. Lillard's not coming. But I think they need a little shakeup. Brown out. Celtics 2023.
Why would you not pay him that money?
He's not worth it.
He's not worth it.
No way. No way.
Why? Because there's a 3 next to it? Why is he not worth it?
He's worth $300 million. He's a good player. He's not a great player. He's a good player.
Mad Dog,
Is he better than Booker?
I can't wait for your reactions when the new Supermax contracts come in after the new TV deals.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Because people are going to look back and be like, Jaylen Brown at $295 was a bargain. That's the truth. That's the truth. He's 26 years old.
Right.
2-time All-Star, 2nd-team All-NBA. He's been to 5 conference finals in his career. There's no perfect player. There isn't. And he still has room to grow, both as a shooter, a playmaker, setting up other players. But this is the going rate for a player of his caliber. This is what it is.
Well,
Look, whenever there's a new wave of contracts, whenever the cap jumps, whether it was 2016 or more recently when the BRI went up, people always have this sticker shock. People had sticker shock last summer with Jalen Brunson. How do you feel about that deal right now?
Right.
How do you feel about that?
Good move.
That's a great point.
Good one.
This is the way contracts go when your sport is growing. And in 5 years, Mad Dog, there's going to be a player that signs for $400-some million, and you're going to be like, oh, he's not worth it. This is the way it's going, man.
Something has to be done with the Celtics, though. You can't bring back the same team. You cannot bring it back. You cannot keep on bringing back the same team. They're going to be the Portland Trailblazers from the 90s if they keep us up.
Well,
you can't bring back the same team year after year without a chance.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, the roster definitely needs to be tweaked to some degree, but that doesn't mean Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have to be the ones to go. You've got 2 cornerstones. You got 2 players that are cornerstones of your franchise that are 26 and under. 26 in Jaylen Brown's case, 25 in Jason Tatum's case. I'm not saying that based on his production that he deserves $59 million per year, because I think that's franchise money, but I certainly would understand if the Boston Celtics consider keeping him and keeping it together, because when you got 2 stars that are that young, one averaged 30 this year, one averaged 26 this year, it's hard to let that go. But JJ Redick, even though I'm siding with you on this, you missed something that you could have got at Doggy about. I'm going to do it for you. Doggy.
Yes, sir.
High Heat.
Yeah.
Not just Mad Dog Radio.
High Heat.
3 to 6 p.m. every weekday
Baseball.
on Sirius XM 36. High Heat. MLB Network. Baseball. Let me go down the list because I see a few $300 million contracts, even $400 million contracts, JJ, in here. I ain't hear Mr. High Heat himself complaining about that stuff. So let's go down the list. Mike Trout, $426 million. A problem with that? I didn't hear you complaining about that. Hold on, don't speak yet. Mookie Betts. Now, that's a bad brother right there. Mookie Betts is my dude. That's something special right there. But $365 million. I ain't hear you complaining about that. Aaron Judge just got $360 million for 9 years. You tease me all the time about how my Yankees ain't won the title since 2009. I ain't hear you complaining too much about that. Manny Machado, Padres, $350 million. I ain't hear you complaining about that. Francisco Lindor. I love my brother. Como está? I love my brother. But here's the deal.
341.
Okay, here's the deal.
Can't take him anywhere.
Listen. 341.
Okay, we get the gist. This was very good by you. I need to hear you respond.
What's up?
Well,
I need to hear you
those
respond
sports
to that.
don't have a salary cap. So if you give Michael Trout $436 million, that doesn't prohibit you from giving Ohtani $500 million. If you give
The owners would say otherwise.
If you give Brown all this money, you have no more money to spend than anybody else. It's the same team that hasn't done anything yet.
No.
What have the Celtics done? They got beat by Golden State, couldn't hold it 2 games to 1 lead, lost.
So is it more, hold on, is it more about the market?
That's
that
right.
You're mad about what the market dictates, or that Jaylen Brown isn't deserving specifically? Where is your issue?
That team needs to do something.
Okay.
You're not going to get rid of Tatum. He's great. I don't want to get rid of Tatum.
But who are you going to get?
Molly, JJ, hold on for a second. You didn't bring up Cap when you talked about it. You said they're not worth it. What have they done?
He said he was not worth it.
He was not worth
He
it.
does not deserve
You didn't
that
bring
money.
it. Don't bring it up
You
now.
said.
You didn't bring it up before. No.
You
Excuse me. The man has been to 5 conference finals. I gave you players we can't even sniff in September. They're nowhere to be found. And they're making $300+ million. I'm saying to you, they're not getting it done. They're not winning. You didn't bring that up when it came to
You
that.
want to bring back the same team that just laid an egg against the Miami Heat, who lost 6 games at home in the postseason?
They're the same team.
That's what you want to bring back.
They're the same team that was in the finals last year.
And lost.
So I understand
the Boston Celtics don't give out rings for losers.
When I just finished saying loser, that's what they're losers now. That's what they're losers now because they get.
They got 18 rings. They don't give out the bands, the batters.
I gave you 5 players. I gave you. I got more, but I gave you 5 players in baseball. You can't. Half of them you can't even sniff in September.
Okay.
You don't know where they are.
All right. That was good debating tactic by you, Stephen A. I want to hear from JJ.
Well, one thing, in Mad Dog's defense a little bit, when you bring up the baseball contracts, you're talking about total value. You're not talking about AAV.
Right.
The baseball contracts have 8, 9, 10 years attached to them. We're talking about a 5-year contract. Could you imagine, by the way, how mad you'd be if we could sign 8-year contracts in the NBA? Oh, you'd be so mad.
What's the max 5?
You'd be so mad.
Is the max 5?
I want to address one thing with you.
Is it max? Is the max 5? You're the expert.
5,
All right,
yeah.
Go.
4 if you go sign with another team. 5.
5 is that what it is?
I want to address.
It's not the money so much.
Hold on.
With the average contract.
I just want to address something you just said, though.
What's that?
Because I respect. We've talked about this before. You and I come from different eras. We think about things differently. I've always told you I respect.
We have kumbaya.
Hold on.
I agree.
I respect your game. I respect your opinion. But what you just said, he's never done anything. He's never won. It's everything that is wrong about sports discourse right now. He's one of the best players in the NBA. One of probably the 20 or 25 best players in the NBA.
That is accurate.
The best players in the NBA. The best players in the NBA have an outsized impact relative to the average NBA player. They do. And Jaylen Brown's one of those guys, and he deserves the money. That's a fact.
You just said with a straight face, you'd have to think about whether or not he's a top 25 player in the NBA.
You want me to list
top 25?
You want me to list them?
In 5 years, 3 trips to
Can I
the
listen?
Eastern
Go ahead.
Conference Finals,
I
1
guarantee
year to
you.
the finals, right? I just want to be accurate.
Top of my head.
His first year.
In his starting year, I was just saying since they've been starters, right? It's been three to the Eastern Conference, 1 to the finals, and 1 year he was injured.
Since Tatum got there, 4 conference finals.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown's rookie year, they made the conference finals as well in 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
And then
You want me to listen?
Hold on.
So always
This man-
deep
hold
in
on,
the
hold on.
postseason
This
is my
man is
point.
saying that in the top of his head, he gonna come up with.
Yeah,
two
I
plays.
know.
Okay, let's do it.
Want me to
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Embiid.
Go ahead. We ain't gonna debate. Go ahead.
Tatum. Giannis. Booker. Lillard. Jokic. Murray. LeBron. Anthony Davis. Jokic. Anthony Davis is better than Jaylen Brown.
Go ahead.
Don't go.
Go ahead.
Don't
Go ahead.
Don't you go there.
Go ahead.
That's not fair.
I don't have the
That's
number.
not fair.
I don't
I'm
have the
thinking about
number
games
count.
missed. I'm
How
thinking
many?
about games. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Don't-
Go to your list.
I'm
Go to
sorry,
your
let me
list.
finish.
Go ahead then.
Jokic in Dallas.
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic. Doncic. You love the European name. Wait, I don't have what number we're at.
What? Go ahead.
Dodgers. I'm going to get let me finish.
I need to keep
All
track.
right, Embiid, Tatum, Giannis, Booker, Lillard, Jokic, and Doncic.
Okay.
Yeah, how many
That's
is that?
7.
Go ahead.
Butler.
You've named 10. I've
Butler.
kept track.
8.
Okay.
You're at 11.
8.
You
Oh, it's 11?
you said Jamal Murray, LeBron, AD.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
11.
You're at 11.
Durant.
Go ahead.
All right.
B.I. Ingram. He's a better player than Brown. I'm sorry.
Who? Brandon,
Ingram.
Brandon Miller.
Doesn't have the resume.
Doesn't have the resume.
But I'm not gonna.
Right now,
I love
I'll
the
give
guy.
you right
Where
now,
we at
next
right
5